Good evening. This is just Bob Bowman doing another video. I wanted to talk to you about the current dating market that I've experienced over the past year. Now, before I get started on that, I wanted to clarify a few things and give an update. The last video where I talked about not piling all the passport brothers in one pile, I stand by everything that I said. And the gentleman that I was referring to in that video, I saw the video that he made the following day after I put my video up. And his response, like I didn't mention his name, he didn't mention mine. Like I'm not that big of a content creator at all, period. But he let it be known that, he has his feelings on things. And even though he came at people like me negative, he was looking at people that came back at him negatively as being demonic possessed or whatever. And he was like, he's not going to pay any attention to it. And I'm going to leave him alone for now. Like as long as he doesn't try to bunch us all into one pile again, I won't have anything else to say about him or anything to do with him. I might still watch his videos every once in a while, but my respect level for him has diminished a lot. And it is what it is. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our preferences, we all have our ideas, we all have our thoughts. And sometimes people don't respect others for how they think or how they behave or how they go about life. And that's understandable. The best thing to do is to just keep on living life and doing the best that you can with whatever it is that you have, and not let stuff like that phase you as much as possible. I did get a little bit upset, a little bit angry, and it's human, but I'm letting it go and I'm moving forward in my talking points and in my life. So with that being said, I wanted to also state that, you know, YouTube, especially this manosphere part of YouTube, the black manosphere as they call it, it is a lot of beef and it is a lot of drama, and it's a lot of people trying to bring others down, and it is tiresome and it is exhausting, and some people could get caught up into it like really tight, and I have to be careful because I know that because of the life that I've had growing up and the environment that I grew up in, that like I could get easily wrapped up into negativity if I let it just take over my whole day and take over my whole thought process. So I'm going to do the best that I can not to let that, bother me as much as it has bothered me. I know I might fail again and I might have another reaction video, but I'm going to do the best that I can to just, go with the flow of things, go with the flow of life. Um, but I wanted to talk about the dating market here and why is it that I'm living the life that I'm living right now. Now, I'm not looking for any sympathy. I'm not crying. I'm not trying to explain or blame anybody for my position or my experiences. I take full responsibility for what's going on in my life. Like, if things are the way that they are, it's up to me to figure out how to overcome it to the best of my ability. And that's what I've been doing. Now, I've talked about how rough 2020 was for me. And this year has been like really the first full year of me recovering from everything, because 2020 was real bad. Then 2021 was almost as equally as bad. And 2021 was when I finally got out of debt. Like that last month of that year, I finally got out of debt and I broke even. And so this year has been the year that I've been, recovering from everything. Like this is my year of recovery. And has it been easy? No. Like I had to make a lot of sacrifices that I didn't want to make. That, hey, I made them. Things are getting better very slowly but surely, but I see the progress. And I have to trust the process of the progress that's going on in my life. And I have to trust that God gave me enough wisdom to make the correct decisions when I need to make them. So that's what I'm going off of now. Now, I understand that I don't make a lot of money. I make about 50 with the job and with other things that's on top of that job. It comes out to about a little bit over 50K a year. And I'm, right now for me by myself, that's fine. Like, I don't have any children. I'm not married. I'm single. It's been the best thing for me for right now to just do what I can do what I must do in order to build myself up to where I can do more in the near future. Like just 1 year recovery isn't going to be enough. I'm going to need a few more of these years of building myself up, improving myself to where I can do what it is I need to do to shine the way that I need to shine, to show myself as being a productive, uh, responsible citizen in society. So, with that being said, you know, the dating market, it isn't that great for me personally. And like I said, I don't blame anybody but myself. I'm working on some things. Um, I'm talking about everything. Like, yeah, I'm wearing this shirt, and it's not the best shirt in the world, but I got a whole bunch of clothes, some that I haven't worn yet. I got a whole bunch of shoes, some that I haven't worn yet. I get my hair cut at least twice a month. I keep my grooming up. Like, I did my own beard just a few days ago, so I keep my grooming up. I make sure that when I go to the store to buy hygiene products, I buy the hygiene products that suits me best. I'm not going cheap with that as far as soap and deodorant or toothpaste. I buy the best of the best that I can afford. And I make sure that the soap that I use, it's really good soap. Like Castile soap is a really good soap to use. It has peppermint oils, lavender oils, a whole bunch of other oils, and and it's better than using that Dollar Tree Family Dollar soap that doesn't really get you clean. It's just deodorized soap. It's kind of like just putting deodorant on your skin, pretty much. It helps make you smell good, but it doesn't actually clean your pores out. And then I had to change my deodorant because I was using deodorant with aluminum, and aluminum isn't good for the body. So I've been using aluminum free, more natural deodorants. That's helped. I use, I don't use just regular grease on my hair. I use oils, coconut oil, tea tree oil, you know, just doing different things to, keep myself together, keep my nails trimmed, groomed, keep my toes trimmed and groomed. I scrape my feet. You know what I'm saying? I stay in the gym 3 times a week at least. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. But, while I'm making these improvements, while I'm saving money, working out, becoming the best version of myself. I have gone out, just mingled, socialized. I've stayed away from the people that look at me very negative. Like, I'm not in the mood to being around those that only see the worst in me, and they kind of push me to this point, especially in the year 2020 where things were going real bad for me. Like, they were relentless with how they were acting towards me. And I had to learn a lesson from that. I had to learn that nobody cares about what I'm going through in my life. They only want to see results. Um, the best thing for me to do is to focus on myself and do the best that I can with what I have, and not worry about becoming rich or becoming, anything famous, becoming, like a higher social class. Just doing the best that I can with where I'm at. And as far as the dating side of it, you know, the women want what they want. Uh, I have gone out here and I have, gone out on some dates. They didn't go anywhere. I met new people. It's just, it's not a good time for that for me. Um, I did hang out with a friend last week, and he had his date with him, and I didn't want to disturb it, but he was like, "No, come out, come out." And he was trying to convince this one lady that his date knew to come out. She didn't come out, but it was like they showed me pictures of her. I wasn't really interested in her, but once I got home and I went to sleep and I woke up the next day, I saw that um, my friend, he had texted me her phone number, and I really wasn't into her like that. So I was kind of debating whether or not I should even attempt to contact her, but I did, just so I can say like, "Hey, I did it," where the burden won't be on me, where she can be like, "Okay, I didn't, I refused." So I was friendly, I was cordial, I kept it brief. She never responded, and I was like, "Thank goodness," because I really didn't want to go through it. And I'm not dating anybody right now. If I was like dating somebody, I wouldn't admit it publicly right now, because if I was dating somebody, I'm probably not really interested in them if I'm coming off like this. Like, I'm not interested in them as far as being in a serious relationship. Um, sometimes people, they do stuff like friends with benefits. I mean, and it's what that person wants to do. It's whatever floats their boat. And I'm not really in the mood to like lie and try to pretend like I want a serious relationship with somebody that I don't like or want to be in a serious relationship with. So I'm more likely to be truthful to them. And if I don't want to be physical with them, I just let them know. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to lie to anybody. I don't want to cause a lot of chaos and drama with lying. I'd rather tell the truth and have them upset with me in up front than to be upset with me in the back end, because in the back end it's always worse than when you lie to them on the front end. So with that being said, I'm not really interested in anybody right now. I know that's funny or that's weird, because it's like men, we are programmed to always want to try to gravitate and desire somebody. But the older that I'm getting, the more that I'm realizing that it's nothing but problems when it comes to that, especially if I ain't got myself 100% together. And I'm not going to lie and say that I have my stuff 100% together. I'm working towards it. Like I said, I'm in my first year. The end of this year, December of 2020, I can say that I had 1 year of recovery, a full year, and see where my savings are at that time, see where my investments are at, make a, like do a summary report on myself, seeing what it is that I can do to make things better for myself next year, trips that I'm wanting to take next year, uh, you know, just taking everything day by day. I mean, that's how I'm looking at the whole dating market here. Like, I don't see anybody that I'm willing to date that's willing to date me equally out out around here yet. But you know, I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Like, I'm gonna keep just traveling and doing my thing and living the best life that I can with the resources and the materials that I have at this point. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't care. I mean, a man usually will want to have a family and to be able to settle down and have children and all that, but I have to be realistic about the society that I live in. And the society that I live in, it doesn't really support that as much as it used to back in the day. And there's a lot of people that want men to be traditional men while the rest of the world is non-traditional. And it's really nothing that's beneficial to me to be in that way. So I would rather just stay by myself for the time being and enjoying this time of building myself up, becoming the best version of myself. Um, I mean, that's it, you know? I mean, I don't understand why me doing what it is that I'm doing is so terrible. Like, why is it that it caused so much conflict with other people? Like, they just hate the fact that I'm refusing to take less than what I really want in life, and I'm willing to sacrifice and be by myself in order to build myself up to have an opportunity to get that. Because nothing is guaranteed in life, and I understand that. You know, like, I know that the probability of me uh, being able to pull somebody that looks as good as the IG model Virginia Sandhouse is slim to none. And Slim just died. But at the same time, it's like, unless I find somebody that I'm really desiring, that desires me equally, I mean, it's no reason for me to sweat this stuff. I mean, everybody else want me to sweat it. They want me to be angry. They want me to feel pressure because their friends probably have given up, and they want their friends who they probably think are good people, but if I'm not attracted to them, like, it is what it is. I mean, and I know that women feel the same way about men like me. Like, if they not attracted to me, it is what it is. I mean, we have to stop pressuring each other to do things that we don't want. I mean, and that's just what it is. I understand how some of my family members feel about that. They hate my position. I don't really like their position, but hey, we all human beings that gotta be on this spinning ball of rock for the rest of our lives. So we gonna have to just deal with each other. I mean, unless they talk about forcibly making me do something. I mean, unless that's happening, I really don't care at this point. I just want to live my life. But with that being said, this is just Bob Bowman. Thank you. Have a nice evening.